EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCarthy going to put it up right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's McCarthy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Throwing is McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And the throw here, that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Only a yard on the pickup there. That's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So a decision to be made. Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff, you go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it, or is it a time to be a little bit cautious? I think in this case, he feels good about his team. He should go for it.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Come on.
They go play action here on 1st down. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Arizona defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
3rd down and 12.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody, or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Malone. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Number 6.
A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Rams, nothing. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Come on, set. Ready.
Looking to throw. Meredith. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Panther 11.
Back to throw. Meredith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Okay, ready? 7 Pirates.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the ready. 79 Bronco. Ready. 19 Tiger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 19
The Rams,
yards.
they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
60 Eagles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Torres. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Viking 18, Pioneer.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check. Gotta be lying.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Meredith. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Ready, ready.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Ready. Ready.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7.
Rams 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards. To the air with McCarthy. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go, set.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Rams 7. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The kicker on.
Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two yards to go, second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now 2nd and 9.
Number 6. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 50-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Pass caught. That's golden. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39.
First down, Cardinals.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to throw again. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A final shot before break. McCarthy driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Evan McPherson set to kick
A field
off.
goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Operating from the gun, Meredith. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, Jack.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
70, Timberwolves. Ready? Next, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check, Lightning, 18.
Looking to throw. Meredith. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Meredith. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Quick hitter here is complete. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
It's a gain of 5.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. Back to throw. McCarthy. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. He will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's taken in by Golden. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So the completion results in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
The 27-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
To the air again, McCarthy. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, light comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Going for it, here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Rams 21. McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, Dwyer. And he'll get it across midfield and down to the Cardinal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
What's going on, guys? Oh, it's my jersey. Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Dwyer. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off play action. Meredith. And a quick throw here that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll complete this one. Cockrell. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Panther 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Looking to throw. Meredith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
19 Tiger.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. Off the RPO, he completes it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 7. On play action. Now McCarthy. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Cardinals 24.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw McCarthy. Left side, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
First down, Cardinals.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Hey, see if you can get it to your running back. See if he can make someone miss in the open field.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll come up now. This This is second and long.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Rams' 24-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
It's a gain of 8.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes third down at 7.
Hey, smash Bronco!
They'll keep it on the ground. Dwyer. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope was where